On Wednesday, October 12, workers of the Metro Mass Transit Company Limited began an indefinite sit-down strike action where they say that until their salaries in arrears of 2 months are paid, they are not returning to work. They also say that deductions that have been made from their salaries meant for their Tier 2 and 3 pension schemes have not been paid to the fund managers. And essentially, they are calling for the heads of the current management team. For commuters, what's the impact of this strike action? Metromas offers a cheaper option for transportation for a lot of people. Today we have come to the AMA head office. Right across the AMA head office, you'll find a bus stop here where Metromas Transit operates. We'll speak to some of the commuters here and find out the impact of the strike on their lives.
Yeah, so more strike. We don't know the reason of the strike. And I can't where you can't spend more than 40 Ghana. But say I best spend more than 80 Ghana and I bet do. See if I so be a niso, and so a juma on the men's see our boss, or more my boss regularly. Said the Omupano, we say, yeah, by Sanka, the boss, Abansu, and your boss.
At your crowd and your price in a share, do to the be safety. Senator Trema and on a soon to Roman to be communicable and also no in terms of accident wise no low and take it to answer the own say more pray ne quansonia the identity mechanical and ya hunu to Metro Mass and Pantanedia fee and sabe high.
We have come to Kaneshi. This is a bus stop where ordinarily you would find Metro Mass buses lined up here. Today, because of the strike, they are not available. We want to find out from some of the traders around the effects of the strike action on their businesses. Okay, Metro Mass for normal strike, Fitiandrani. How has it affected you? Juma Sene?
Asai kura maya mwankasa. Juma ni mkoyi enda mediani ansa. Enenso mba misiasa. Basi ne buami pa anti sese ya anri ameye mi hu bibi. E buami na mireti ya.
Endra ye bae no ya ntohwe ye no mani atete ho saa ne sori kofi nti e ha ye pa passengers for ne ba no mu hu de omo ye omo ebinum so omo no ma de kofi ebinum so sprinter no so omo mfo nsem bebre nti e ade e ha adwen pa nti aban ne esre na de seso de ma omo mfa ma omo de seso ye ma omo so no onye omo na edwuma no entumi nkoso.
Now, the economy of a typical bus stop is such that not only are food sellers available, there are people who work here, the station masters, the bus conductors, are all also affected by the activities of Metro Mass Transit. So this strike has an effect on some of these people. I have a gentleman here who wants to speak to us. And if it's a strike and it starts here, I told saying.
But so affecting affect you at the time for winning because the more buses they attract passengers no mobile. One or two at the end so talk. Now the answer mobile say in money park na dia. Then so you be. Say your customers are somewhere the mobile. Mobile to me fine. So what I say we cry and quadro trader. And so to me you to be $9 pounds na dey na wom.
Me ba so Metro Bus e di na magum a e bia 4 Citi and 3 Citi who ko share office no buy no car ke 20 so no bag e feel so am ke to be cross so budget 35 cedis. It's too much.
Mate na ada na o je no aboarding sir.
Free say Metro Mass no yentimi fando to ye cars no ho. What I say, I know you're a bind here, and you're individual. And I never will so I 35 cities, no, eso. Until I say I 35 cities. It's a fool and so wide in it. Can Nanka your call Boasiba, you're 800 at the about 8 million. It's I'm 2002, 12 million, and I call Boasi, Abba. Your father say, and the junior man, I can't find so. Yeah, not
the Senior Staff Association of the Metro Mass Workers Union is the group that is leading this particular protest, and here with me is the secretary of the group. He'll tell us why for 2 days they have decided to lay down their tools. So what's the end game? How long is this strike, the sit-down strike, going to take?
I can assure you, Charles, for me, with my interdiction that they have done, I don't care. The strike, according to what the people we are fighting for, our members and our future, we will be better off in the house than be working and not seeing any progress. So we will sit forever till we hear from the office of the president.
So we've heard from the striking workers who are at work but say they are not doing any real work until their grievances are resolved. But what is the company itself saying? What's the management saying?
The majority shareholder of this company is the central government. Most of these buses that we acquire are procured through government. Now the government itself is tight. You understand? The government itself is challenged. So the projections that we had did not work as planned. But even in the midst of that challenges, the MD is still doing what he can do humanly possible to ensure that he turns around the fortunes of the company. All that he expects from we as staff is to rally support. This is not the right time for us to to put aside our tools and say we are striking, we are not working. You know, the same workers are demanding for payment of their salaries and other commitments, right? This is a company that operates under 100% IGF. You work, you mobilize, and then you use it to take care of yourself. So if you do not operate, where do you find the money? I would rather encourage the workers to reconsider their position on this matter. By projection, I just mentioned to you that we were looking forward to finish August salary by Friday. And I gave you that projection based on the buses that we put on road. But for Monday, Tuesday, they are not working. That should even tell you that we may not be able to finish payment of August salary as Friday as stipulated, because we expected that they put buses on road, work, and then we mobilize the revenue to pay them. But they are not working. Where do we find the money?
Now, what we have gathered today is that Metro Mass Transit Company Limited is very essential to the workers who work here and commuters who take advantage of the services of this company. They are all calling for governments and other stakeholders to work around the issues and bring the buses back on the road. For Citi News, Charles Osukume reporting from Kaneshi Pamprom here in Accra.